Elasticity is price sensitivity. So that means when the cost or price of something goes up, there's a change in demand. People will find it too expensive, and maybe they'll demand less, but that proportion is not always the same. So we're going to figure out a coefficient or ratio of the percentage change in price, how it changes the percentage change in quantity or demand. Let's take an example of Pop-Tarts that cost $3 and say demand is $6. If the price goes up to $5, quantity will do what, you think? Go up or down? Yeah, go down because it's too expensive. People will buy less. Let's just say they'll buy 2. This could be 2 units, 2 tons, 2 million. So there is some kind of price sensitivity. So just off the top of your head, is this a big sensitivity, or did quantity not change that much? Yeah, it's changed quite a bit. There's a big quantity change. So, more likely it's going to be considered elastic as opposed to inelastic. So when something is inelastic, we're going to see that the coefficient, the magic number we come up with is below 1. But this is going to probably be above 1, so it's going to be elastic. Yes?
On the 2/3 midterm, will there be decimals or will it just be whole numbers?
It's always safe to put 2 decimals, 2 decimal places in something like that. I know I've been pretty casual about it because I mainly want to get to the point. In general, econ and finance is not as precise as mathematicians are. You're safe if you go to like the cents amount. Good question. Throw in these questions here. So how do we find the coefficient? We need to remember our QP-Dada formula. So the quantity difference over the quantity average over the price difference over the price average. So this is like a before and after scenario. Before it was $3 and they demanded $6, and then it became $5 and demand changed to $2. So let's start with quantity. The difference in the quantities is what? Yeah, 4. So remember, don't mix up price and quantity. Quantity always on top. Difference is 4. So 6 minus 2 is 4. The average of these two, or the midpoint, is what? 4. Same thing. So this is all division. Price difference is what? 2. And the average is what? 4. So how do you find the average again? Either you can add both together and divide by 2. 5 plus 3 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. Or you can visualize a midpoint there, or like the median. Let's divide these. You can either calculate these in your calculator in decimals and do it separately, or you can simplify by multiplying the inverse of this. So it's going to be like this: 4 times 4 over 4 times 2, 16 over 8, or 2. So that's the coefficient. There's no units. It's a ratio. So we expected a higher elasticity number, right? Because it looks like quantity changed a lot. So people are sensitive when they see price changes in their Pop-Tarts. So this would be your answer to that elasticity. Now we had actually a negative number right here, I think. We will ignore all negatives. So it's going to be absolute value of these things. It's just like a magnitude of this ratio. So what does this mean? People bought less Pop-Tarts. What did they do instead? I mean, what did they just go hungry or what?
They probably just bought other stuff that's cheaper.
Yeah, they bought substitutes because assume maybe substitutes didn't change price, or they went hungry.